What if I told you that for around $70,000, you could tap into the kind of performance that used to be reserved for the supercar elite? Ferraris, McLarens, and Lamborghinis. But here's the twist. You get to choose between two radically different paths. One roars with American V8 muscle. The other surges with silent, instant electric fury. Meet the 2025 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray and the 2025 Hyundai Ioniq 5N. Two machines born from totally different philosophies but aiming for the same goal: maximum smiles per dollar. Today, we're pitting tradition against transformation. Gasoline thunder versus electric wizardry. So which one wins in the ultimate $70K performance shootout? Buckle up. We're diving deep, setting the stage. Let's be real. Most car comparisons happen between similar vehicles. Coupe versus coupe. SUV versus SUV. Track weapon versus track weapon. But here, we're breaking the rules. A mid-engine V8 sports car versus a boxy, all-electric hatchback? Sounds absurd, right? But here's the logic. If you've got a budget of around $70,000 and you want maximum driving fun, raw performance, real thrills, and unforgettable experiences, why limit yourself to traditional categories? Why not cross the streams? You see, for most people, the question isn't, which class of vehicle is best? It's, what can give me the most joy for my hard-earned money? And when you look at these two cars through that lens, the comparison suddenly makes perfect sense. Price and value breakdown. Let's talk numbers. The Ioniq 5N comes in at $67,575 fully loaded. Our test unit had just a premium paint color and floor mats added. Final tally, $68,285. That's everything. One spec, no guesswork. The Corvette? Well, it technically starts at $69,995, but that's for the bare-bones base model with zero performance options. The one we tested had the 2LT trim and optional wheels, bumping the price to $78,390. But to keep things even, let's consider both at their base configurations: $68K for the Hyundai, $70K for the Corvette. In terms of dimensions, they're surprisingly close. The Hyundai is just 3.3 inches longer. Both are nearly the same width. And yes, each can fit 2 sets of golf clubs. Priorities, people. So, on paper, they're priced similarly. But where you spend that money and what you get differs wildly. Powertrain and performance. Let's talk muscle. The Corvette Stingray runs on a naturally aspirated 6.2-liter V8 engine, pushing out 490 horsepower and 470 lb-ft of torque, all sent to the rear wheels through an 8-speed dual-clutch automatic. Old school, right? But it works. The Corvette launches to 60 mm/h in 3.3 seconds and devours the quarter mile in 11.5 seconds at 119 mm/amps. Not bad for the base trim. Now the Ioniq 5N, it's pure electric insanity. 2 motors, one up front, one in the rear, combine for 641 horsepower and 568 lb-ft of torque. With N-Grin boost engaged, it hits 60 beats/lap in a staggering 2.8 seconds and finishes the quarter mile in 11 seconds flat at nearly 125 liters/minute. That's hypercar territory, from a Korean EV shaped like a retro toaster. Braking? The Hyundai wins again. 102 feet to stop from 60 versus the Corvette's 104. Handling? Surprisingly close. The Vetta posted 0.95 G on the skid pad, while the Hyundai edged it at 0.96. Both clocked a 24.1 second figure-8 time, with the Corvette barely squeaking ahead in cumulative G-forces. Still think the Ioniq 5N doesn't belong here? The driving experience. Performance numbers tell part of the story. But what about the driving experience? The Corvette is pure analog joy. You feel every input. The front end is light and responsive. The rear squats down and delivers that sweet V8 torque out of corners. Even with the standard brakes and suspension, it feels agile, fluid, and seriously composed. You don't need the Z51 package to enjoy this car. It's the kind of machine where you want to roll down the windows and hear that V8 howl bounce off canyon walls. It rewards precision and rewards mistakes with just enough drama to keep your adrenaline pumping. Now, the Ioniq 5N, it's a digital playground. It's not just about going fast. It's about how many different ways you can do it. Want fake gear? Changes that feel eerily real? Done. Want artificial engine sounds that mimic a fighter jet or a turbo rally car? You got it. Regenerative braking, drift mode, drag mode, track mode. This thing has more personalities than a theater kid with a Red Bull. It's more than gimmicks. Underneath the theatrics is a seriously sorted chassis. The low center of gravity gives it grip, confidence, and balance. And that AWD system? It's a torque vectoring magician. It'll pull you through corners as hard as it pushes you out. Yes, the steering is a little muted compared to the Corvette. And yes, digging through menus to change settings mid-drive is a pain. But for every small annoyance, there's a massive, holy crap, this is fun moment, waiting, real-world practicality, and range. Let's not forget the real world. The Corvette gets more range on the highway, especially if you're just cruising. But push it hard, and the gas disappears quickly. The Ioniq 5N also loses range under spirited driving, but it's not quite as dramatic. Charging? If your track or local area has a 350 V DC fast charger, the Hyundai can go from 10% to 80% in just 18 minutes. Not bad. Still, if you're doing back-to-back track sessions, the Corvette refuels faster. Interior space? The Ioniq 5N wins for usability. It's more practical for daily driving, has a higher seating position, more cargo space, and easier access. The Corvette, on the other hand, is a focused sports car. You sit low, you see the road like you're wearing a helmet visor. It's immersive, and that's exactly what makes it thrilling. So, which one should you buy? If you crave tradition, the sound, the fury, the sharp feedback, and the elegant simplicity of a driver's car, the Corvette Stingray is your champion. It's a mid-engine marvel that delivers supercar vibes without the supercar price. But if you're willing to embrace the future, the Ioniq 5N gives you an entirely new flavor of fun. Modular, programmable, absurdly quick, and built for creative, interactive performance. It's the performance enthusiast's EV. Both are brilliant in their own right. Both cost around $70K. And both deliver performance that would have been unthinkable for this price just 5 years ago. So, what's your flavor of speed? Are you all about the raw mechanical charm of a V8 Corvette, or are you drawn to the electric lunacy of the Ioniq 5N? Drop your pick in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this comparison, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. We've got more wild matchups coming soon. Until next time, stay fast and stay curious.